Happy Friday, Ronchar Ranchers. I hope everybody had a good week. We are out on the back 40 trying to get boots on Louie. We started by the barn and now we are way out back. He did not want his boots on this year. It had come to the time that he is pretty sore walking. He normally does get sore around this time, and we play the boot game. But I think that also the new gravel played a part in it too. So he is now in his boots. We'll see how long this lasts. Based on the fact that he didn't want them on, and he pretty much ran away and was not real helpful when I was putting them on. I'm guessing if we make it through the night, it will be a good thing. But at least he'll get a little bit of a cushion while he has them on. These are the ones that are painted orange, so if he does happen to throw one, hopefully I'll be able to find it. Kind of going to be like the fly mask. We need GPS on boots too. But, so that's where we are with Lulu. This week, Dr. Lauren came by and gave vaccines. Louie got his Lyme booster, his 6-month Lyme booster, and Abe got his 3-way. So we're all good heading into winter. All got their vaccines, good to go. Abe does not get a Lyme vaccination because he does have Lyme disease. It would do absolutely nothing. So the other thing that we have done this week is that Louie is back on his spine and nerve. He is showing some signs that he's having his neurological issues, so he's back on his Immubiome spine and nerve. And way up there is Abie. Abers, we put him on it. And if you want to see the funniest sight in the world, it is a 18-year-old halflinger having a temper tantrum. He was not happy when he first tasted the spine and nerve. It smells really sweet, so you would think that he'd be interested in it. No. He threw his feed bucket or his feed pan. He stomped his feet. He snorted. He threw his head. He stuck his tongue out. He did everything you'd think that a 2-year-old would do when they have a temper tantrum. And I wish I could have caught it on, I would have been recording it, but I was trying to save his medication. So I was trying to stop him from doing all of that and throwing all of his medication all over the place. But he has since calmed down, and he now eats it without having a temper tantrum, which is a good thing, because I'm hoping that the spine and nerve will help him also with the Lyme disease. There's been some articles on it that, if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm sorry. Immubiome is a supplement. It's made with mushrooms and a bunch of other things that I can't pronounce. But it's made by vets. The people that started the company are all veterinarians. So this is tested and based on science. It's not really based on a whim that, some of these supplements that you try seem to be. So they've been tested, and they have a list of ailments and which one of their products would be good for the ailment. And I spoke to a vet tech too, who actually has just took on a horse with Lyme disease. So we're both trying it, and we're going to compare notes on what happens. AB has gotten a little sore, not sore, but stiff. I can see it when he's walking. And even when he was getting up, it seemed to be a little harder for him. So that was the reason why I put him on the, that's the reason why I put him on the spine and nerve. So we'll, hey, don't corner him. Hey. It's okay, buddy. Yeah, those boots are not going to last long. I can tell already by the way that it's flopping when he's just moving a little quickly. Sorry. But the, so the, spine and nerve has some science behind it that it's going to help him with his, stiffness and kind of get his body back into balance. So between that and they also make a product called Breathe, and it's obviously for respiratory, and because of his heaves, I talked to Dr. Lauren while she was here, and she said that it was going to be a good idea to start him on that. She didn't object. So we're going to try that too. That hasn't arrived yet. I hope that it doesn't taste as bad as the spine and nerve, but we'll see. Hi, buddy. So that's really what's going on. Other than the obvious announcement that Apollo passed away. For me personally, it's been a really hard week. Anybody who has lost an animal knows how difficult it is. It's extremely difficult for me personally when you bring a horse back from the brink. Apollo was in bad shape. He was emaciated. He could barely walk. And to see him thrive and then finally find a home and then have to be let go, it hurt. He deserved that home. He deserved to be there longer. He had endured so much. He persevered, and he landed in heaven before he got there. He got there. Heaven on earth is where he landed, and he so deserved to be there for longer. And his mom should have had him for longer. It didn't take her very long to feel what I felt for him, and my heart goes out to her and her friend who is taking care of, or who was taking care of Apollo. They work together. Her friend has got more horse experience, and actually she brought her gelding over to help Ellie with the grieving process. So my heart goes out to both of them. They understand and understood Apollo and how incredibly special he was. And so it's been it's been a hard week for me, and I can't imagine how hard it was for them as well. I tried my best to get down there. It's a 10-hour drive to be with him, and I just couldn't make the time work. I would have had to have left at, and driven overnight. I could have done it if I was prepared for it, meaning that, sleep-wise. But as you guys know, I work a full-time job, so I couldn't make it work. And then I couldn't make the plane work either. I wasn't going to get there in time. So it just wasn't meant to be. So that's also made it hard for me, because I did want to be there. I wanted to be there for Apollo's mom, and I wanted to be there for Apollo, and it broke my heart that and I wanted to be there for Ellie too. So it broke my heart that I wasn't able to make that happen. But unfortunately, there was really nothing that I could do. So yes, it's been a rough week. So we're just working through that, but at the same time also working on helping some other horses heading into winter. The winter dump is happening, and there are, I mentioned this last week, there are a couple things that I'm working on. One is a very odd situation that I'm not going to get into, but all I can say is, what the heck is going on in the rescue community? But not to get too deep into it, but my goodness, I was talking to a fellow local rescuer, and we are just shaking our heads at what is going on out there right now. But regardless, I'm doing my best to help somebody this winter, help somebody or a couple of horses, bring them in this winter. The other thing that is playing a role, though, is there are a lot of contagious diseases with the horses that are happening right now in New York and across the country. So I need to be very careful with the situation and how we protect these guys. I'm not going to bring somebody in that could potentially put these guys in jeopardy. Louie already has issues. Abby has his breathing issues too. I can't put their health in jeopardy. So it has to be the right situation for Abe and Louie, to protect them. And it has to be the right situation for the horse coming in too. They're going to have to be quarantined for 30 days. And in order to do that, we have to change some things around. So it's just a lot of work. It's not just bringing some horses in and everything is la-di-da. It's never that way. So that's also being worked out too. And then, of course, we're getting ready for our open house, which is a week from tomorrow. So I hope to see as many people as possible here. Would love to introduce those that have not met Louie and Abe, and, talk about what the mission is, and hopefully share the spirit that they have and the reason why we do this. So come on out next week, next Saturday, the 21st, from 1 to 4. Look at our Facebook event. And we're going to have a great time. Hopefully this weather holds. It's been absolutely beautiful. It's still summertime in September, which is absolutely bonkers, but okay. So we're hoping that lots of people come and enjoy themselves, have some food, enjoy the basket raffle, the wagon rides, the vendors. We have some great artists that are coming in, and crafters. So hopefully we'll see everybody next week. I will do a Facebook Live on Friday, give you guys a sneak peek on the basket raffles. We are, the baskets that are being raffled, we are working on that this weekend. So, lots going on. All right, guys. We'll call it a day for this week. And I hope everybody has a wonderful week, and we will talk on Friday. See you later, guys.